Hello everybody, this is the thejonnymar, and no, you are not experiencing a mirage. This is in fact a new episode of my Final Fantasy VI Advance Let's Play, after a little bit of a hiatus. Mainly because I wanted to get some Resident Evil out there, and I managed to get a couple episodes out, so now I'm getting back to this series. So we are heading through the Sealed Gate Cavern, which is a volcanic underground cave that really is going to tax our party. We're going to be facing a lot of enemies that are very dangerous and can take out our party members pretty easily. So as we go through here, you want to be very vigilant about making sure you heal your party in between fights, and also very vigilant about what espers you have equipped, because you're going to be getting a lot of experience from these different fights. These guys used to be called Ings, now they're outcasts. These guys have a nasty ability called Life Shaver, which basically will repair any damage. It's a drain attack. And I've heard it's actually ground-based, so that's why all my party members are floating. I'm going to see if maybe that protects me from it or not. I haven't tried it, so I'm not sure. We'll find out as we continue. But most of the enemies in here are weak to Holy Elemental. They are undead. So you can also use Cure Magic or things like Phoenix Downs to kill them and such. And obviously Holy Elemental attacks like Cyan's Aura Bolt does mucho damage. But yes, continue to swap out your espers so that you're taking full advantage of their different level up bonuses. So make sure, for example, that you get Zona Seeker and a couple new weapons. The Assassin, which is a pretty awesome weapon for Shadow and Locke. And then what used to be called the Tempest, a katana for Cyan. But you want to be getting those bonuses as you level up. So pretty much after every battle, I'm going to be recovering my team and checking in and making sure that the people near level up have appropriate espers on. Now, you can actually steal from these enemies too, and the outcasts have amulets. So those are pretty good items to have, and they sell for quite a bit. So definitely I'm going to be capturing with Locke. And the zombie dragons have, I believe, Phoenix Downs. Now, another thing that I'm going to be trying out with this episode is I just recently got Sony Vegas, so I am going to be trying to edit my videos a little bit differently, and I've gotten some feedback on my channel about whether or not to continue to show random battles. And basically much of the feedback seems to be that people don't want me to continue to show random battles, at least not the reoccurring and kind of repetitive ones. So I am going to make an effort to cut out as many random battles as I can. So any of the reoccurring ones where it's facing the same enemies over and over, I will be doing that. So for this area, you have to use these moving platforms. So look where... Ooh, it glitched there a little bit. That used to be called the coin toss, which is for Setzer. So you want to look for the spots that are consistent. And if you're not in one of the permanent spots, then obviously you get dropped in the lava and then you have to start over. So you want to grab the item down in the bottom left first, and then obviously we'll go with the upper right. So these little scorpions are interesting. They have a counterattack of magnitude 8, which is a ground-based attack. But they don't have enough MP to use it. So if they do counter with it, it just says not enough MP, and then they die. So that's kind of neat, I guess. And then our second item is up here in the corner, which is an X potion. Oh, get off that. So just time this out, go to the end here, switch over to the left, and down and to the right. And now we're done with this room. So from here on, we're basically just going to be fighting outcasts and zombie dragons. So assuming we get the, yep, here it is, the double zombie dragon formation. So this is the last unique formation that we'll get. So from here on, I'm going to be cutting all of the random battles. And, you know, we'll see how that goes. Basically, I'd like some feedback on what you guys think about that. I'm going to use the battle animation as a way of using a transition. And then I'm just going to cut it to after each battle and also after my character management, so you don't have to sit through me continuously working on my characters and such, because we will be doing a lot of leveling stuff. So this will be the last time that you see it. Probably. There is one more enemy that we haven't faced yet, but they're only available in the first 2 rooms of the cave, so our chances of getting them will be once we actually finish the cave. There may or may not be an opportunity to actually get in battle with them. We'll see. So, we're doing pretty good here. Characters are going up. Each of them have gained a couple levels. And we have a couple more rooms here, and then we'll be through to the sealed gate. And I can officially tell you now that float does not protect you from Life Shaver, because Terra just got killed in that battle. So let's head up here, hit this switch. And hear a distant sound. So let's head underneath here and head over, and we get a another random battle. We get another Genji glove. So yes, you can see, you get into very frequent random battles in this area. Sometimes every couple of seconds. Alright, this switch. Ninja. This guy's dangerous, especially if he back attacks you. Because he has these scrolls and they do a lot of damage. So you want to make sure to take him out as quickly as possible. And an Aura Bolt should be good enough. So long, buddy. And he does mention there are treasure under the ground near the big stairway. Well, we'll be there in a second, and I will show you what all that is. But thankfully in here we have a save point. So let's get a tent, sleep to recover, save, and then we'll move on to the second part of the cave. Your characters do have unique tents, so whoever is in the lead position of your party has a different style of tent. So that's kind of cool. And you'll notice that sleeping did take away our float status too. And since it doesn't really matter much, there's no reason to put it back on. So here's the big stairwell. Now let's find those buried items. One's right here. Invisibility scroll. There's another one over here. Water scroll. Those are for Shadow to throw. And one more down here. Gold needle. And there's one more for us to get. Let's get this chest. Nice high ether. And up here, we get some Jill. Now, interestingly enough, originally, the descriptions of those in the SNES version were wrong. So they told you were getting items that you weren't actually getting. Random battles over and over and over. Elixir, good. Alright, switches. So these are all red herrings. They don't do much. So you can step on them, but they're pointless. So let's head over here to the left. And that switch, though, is important. So let's step on that one. And in our newly opened secret door, we find a bunch of treasure chests. And we start to get Magicite shards. So what you can do with these is in battle, you can use them as an item. And, ooh, the Ultima weapon. And they will summon a random Esper. So the Ultima weapon is a unique weapon. And don't be fooled by that value there. Basically, it's based on your overall HP. So the most damage that it can do happens when your characters have tons of HP, and that won't be for much of the game. But a lot later in the game, it can become a very potent weapon. Alright, and that's the last switch. Well, this one's frivolous. We'll just hit it just because. And there's another Magicite shard. I don't really use the Magicite shards. Most of the Esper summonings aren't really that useful. The only ones that really are, in my opinion, are some of the defensive ones. And I don't want to leave it up to random chance. So I just equip them. Now that we're at the gate, I wanted to say that quickly. Ooh. Ominous. Alright, here we are. Indeed it is lock. And depending on who you bring, they do say different things. So do your thing, Terra. What the? Kafka? Where the hell did he come from? Kafka? Ah. Give them Terra. So, was this a plan all the way from the beginning? Huh. That's a lot of foresight. Yes, we are going to defend. We're going to keep you from getting what you want, Kefka. We do want to fight. So, no prolonged fight here. You just got to hit him once. So, just try to hit him as quickly as possible. And that should do it. The door is opening. Hey, and Terra transformed. Open says me. And what are we gonna get coming out of there? I've got a bad feeling about this. Of how they drop down there. Hey, Bahamut or Bahamut. Like Zone Seek. Fenrir. Torato. Cousin of Shiva's maybe. Or sister. Look like Curran. Look how some of them when they dropped to the ground went down on their back. Who drops to the ground on their back? Not me, viewers. Uh-oh, I'm closed. I don't know if 5 Espers is going to be enough. Is it 5 or 6? Well, I wasn't really counting. Well, I guess these boulders mean it is not openable anymore. If openable is a word. I don't think it is. Yes, where did they go? Alright, so that went okay, I guess. We need to hook up with those Espers. And now we get to go all the way back through the cave. Aren't we lucky? No, they're not that hedonistic. There's this random new exit here. And then I'll take you back to the first room. Hey, we got that last enemy, the Lich. These guys are very dangerous because they have a confusion ability like that. And they can use up to Fire 3 spells, which will immediately eradicate us. So that would stink because we haven't saved in a while. So let's kill these guys ASAP. Kira. Hey, that's actually helpful. Uh-oh. Don't kill him. Sweet. Bye-bye. Whew. That would have really sucked to die there. Alright. So that's the sealed gate. So my next episode, we will continue on, go back out to the airship, and see what happened to all those wayward Espers that came through. So as always, I want to say thank you to everyone for watching, and I will see you all next time.